Good morning, Canada, and welcome back to another episode of The Five Pines. So, today we're going to be talking about me and my curing of my Trump derangement syndrome. I was cured of that a little bit after he got into office. So, I'm going to be talking about that today because the woke mob has lost its mind when it comes to Trump. As if this man has never been in office before. I am very confused. And I understand maybe convincing young youth, the younger generation of voters that Trump is evil because maybe they don't remember. I completely understand that. But like the old women out there who are like, oh, we need to put on blue bracelets. What can we do for Black women? I'm sorry, shouldn't you have figured that out in 2020? I digress. So let's go back to the beginning. Okay, let's talk about Feel the Burn. Okay, because I was a massive Bernie supporter. Okay, massive. I loved Bernie Sanders. Okay. I was part of I wanted to have a bumper sticker that said Feel the Burn. Okay, I loved Bernie Sanders. I followed him. I followed every rally. I would like watch them all after they would happen because I don't think live streaming was happening back then, but I loved Bernie Sanders so much. And I truly thought that he would win. Now, when Bernie Sanders lost the primary to Hillary Clinton, the like little bit of shred of government hope that I had for like Democrats in America was gone. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, we all know that Bernie was going to win that. There's no way they didn't cheat to make Hillary win, okay? Because unless it was because Bernie, like I don't even think so, because the thing is that back then Bernie still was representing the working class people within the Democrats versus Hillary Clinton, who we don't, as Y-Files would say, like we don't talk bad about the Clintons here. But I will say all of these feminists were like, I'm with her after Bernie lost the primary because they cheated, in my opinion, allegedly. I do believe that it's BS because of the Monica Lewinsky thing. I believe that Hillary Clinton went on Ellen DeGeneres and said that it was all Monica Lewinsky's fault, kind of. And I just think that's atrocious. Like, he took advantage of her. We all know he was the president. Anyways, clearly took advantage of Monica Lewinsky. Hillary Clinton wasn't sorry about it. And I was just like, is this feminism? Like, Bill Clinton's wife, who's still with him? Anyways, so after that, I really didn't like the Clintons. Okay, I didn't like them. I thought this was all rigged, and so I started watching Trump. Then I started to watch the actual clips that were clipped into making things look a lot worse than what they were, and I couldn't believe how much shit they were stirring up. But here's the thing. Like I've said before, I have been aware of this shit since a long time ago, and I knew that there was photos of Trump with Epstein, and I knew that there was that famous photo of Bill Clinton in that dress, okay? So I was like, I feel bad for America. This is crazy. And we had just, I think, gotten out of our election, right? Trudeau was nominated in 2015. And you know what? After I had figured out that they had clipped Trump so much and he won, and I was one of those people who lost my mind. And that's another time when I started looking into these clips. I think it was after he won, actually, now that I think about it, because I was really upset when he won. And I realized that these things weren't as serious as what they were saying they were. And they would clip him to make it sound significantly worse. Like, don't get me wrong, some of the things he said were terrible and not appropriate for a president to say. But at the same time, they were stirring up all of this to start the culture wars. And this is when the culture war started. I couldn't help but notice Hillary Clinton calling people deplorable. And I'm not going to pretend that I didn't like believe it, because I did believe that if you were a Republican you were automatically homophobic and this and that. That's how I started watching Blair White, because I had friends who were gonna vote for Trump, and a lot of them were gay, like, or not a lot of them, but some of them were gay, and I was like, I need to figure out why people are gay voting for Trump. Like, what's going on here? And that's when my mind was opened, right, to Blair White and how, you know, not everybody wants their identity to be part of politics, in the sense of, like, now I just found this creator who's trans, and he was talking about how it's unfortunate but necessary because the left deemed gender dysphoria not in the DSM-5, that now this is all cosmetic procedures, because if this isn't a mental illness, this is cosmetic, like this is elective. And now all of these things aren't going to be covered in insurance. And they're like, well, yeah, that makes sense if you guys don't have gender dysphoria as a mental disorder in the DSM-5. So a lot of problems have arisen. It's not as easy as saying that, oh, gay people hate themselves if they vote conservative. Like, by the way, that is such a homophobic thing to think that all gay people need to vote the same, or all people who are Black or Asian or any ethnicity, race, creed, religion. Like, if you think that just because someone has a certain skin color that they should be voting a different way or a certain way, I gotta tell you guys, that's like superiority complex. Like, that's, you are the problem that you think that the Republicans are, and you're not learning your lesson from it, okay? I was not fully on board, like Candace Owens wasn't, with Trump this time, only because I did not agree that he was not admitting that he made a mistake mandating, well, at least endorsing the you-know-what. Because I will say, America, like, and here's another thing, guys. I watched BLM, and then I watched the Freedom Convoy. I watched BLM say horrific, like, threaten white people. I watched them burn down buildings. Like, I watched them. I donated. I went to BLM in Canada, okay? I went. I felt weird. Even when I was there, I was like, we're white people here. This is so strange to me. Thank goodness it was put on by someone who was young and it was innocent and nobody like yelled. But if it wasn't put on by somebody young, you know that we would have been ripped apart by it. So yeah. And then I seen Trump not freeze bank accounts. He did not even call an Emergencies Act or something, War Measures Act or whatever. If you guys have that, I don't know. But he didn't strip anybody of their rights at all. And then the left and then the right freaking out about January 6th. I'm like, really? Okay, then. Like, just the hypocrisy. I'm able to step back and say that I'm wrong about stuff, right? Like, I voted NDP my whole life. I thought that even though NDP didn't win, that I was thankful that Justin Trudeau won because somehow the Liberals were the good guys. I remember saying that. And I was so unbelievably wrong about it. And I've just watched a country where I never thought. I've always said I believe in ethical immigration because, you know, what if Canada becomes a communist country and I have to get the fuck out and leave? And it's looking more and more like that every day, because why are groceries $800 in Canada? I digress. Anyways, I let politics go until 2021 because I was so sick and tired of the media lying, me looking it up. Here's the step-by-step situation that I would go through as a leftist. The media would put something out, say Trump's a racist. Clip something that Trump said, and then make everybody think that he's racist, stir up all these culture wars, right? And then I would go and look at the clip, and then I'd be so fucking mad because it was not as bad as what they said it was. He wasn't even talking about the things that they said it was talking about. A lot of the time. And genuinely, I got sick and tired of being manipulated by the media and the government and all of these things. And I said, I'm done. Until my life significantly changes, I am done investing in politics. And I don't think I talked about politics from 2016 after Trump got in. Or was it 2017? I got married that year. I had more kids. I worked in the schools, and then all of a sudden 2020 hits and life begins to be extremely different. And that's when you're seeing the BLM happen. And then that's when you're seeing Canadians' bank accounts being frozen, and comparing the two. And I'm comparing Biden's run, like this time. I think that Tulsi Gabbard and I think Vivek is a good candidate. I do think JD Vance in the future will be an excellent candidate for president of the United States. Who else? I don't know. Ted Cruz kind of, like, there was rumors about him being the Zodiac killer. I think he's funny a little bit. Like, he's kind of funny. Like, he did like the pronouns thing. He's so funny to me. Do I agree with everything he says? No, obviously not. Who was the guy? DeSantis? Donald Trump making fun of Ron DeSanctimonious makes me dead. Okay, it kills me. And I loved their feud. But there was a couple of other people that I thought could have won the Republican. I wasn't exactly sold on Trump at first. I was like, is he too old this time? I don't know. And then everybody started backing him. But what got me was I followed Trump right away on Instagram, and he was putting out the funniest memes about Joe Biden. Because nobody else was admitting that Joe Biden clearly was old and going through it and should be just living the rest of his life in a senior's home instead of playing Weekend at Bernie's with America and Obama. And, you know, Trump was the only one to acknowledge it. And I thought it was hilarious, and it was such a good one. I at the time, I was like, I think Barron's running his account. He's doing a damn good job doing it. Because he was making me laugh. I'm younger, obviously. No, I have a filter on, by the way, because I have hives all over my face. If you're wondering why that's happening, I'll be talking about that tomorrow. But yeah, as a Canadian, I can look back, and after 9 years of Justin Trudeau, Canada is completely ruined. It's destroyed. It's decimated. It's gone. They've done so much to our country. I am not sure if it will ever recover. Okay, and I'm not just saying that to be a Debbie Downer. People have no idea the social structures that have been infiltrated at, like, you notice how Trump got in there and said, hey, everything that's going to be DEI is going to be illegal. We're not going to be pinning people against each other because of sexual orientation and race. And if we catch you doing that, you're going to be fired, charged. That could happen in Canada. And we could no longer, I'm going to be doing a video on the school systems, but this is a top-down situation. I would not be coming on the internet saying that I hate Trudeau if I didn't think that Justin Trudeau was at the hands of all of these laws, because he's answering to something bigger than us, okay? And we need someone that has the cojones, the balls to say no to countries when they're trying to have foreign interference in our country, okay? Like, Canada has so many problems that we don't even remember that last year that Chrystia Freeland was caught doing 142. After she told us that she rides her bike everywhere, by the way. But yeah, what cured my Trump derangement syndrome? Living life. Living life, watching 9 years of liberals destroy a country, and then watching Trump. Like, I had, America was doing great under Trump, and it started heavily failing under Biden, and I don't even know who was actually running it under Biden, because it certainly wasn't Biden. So I knew that Trump was the real deal. I knew Trump even can admit a lot of the things that he did wrong. If you watch the Joe Rogan podcast, which is so unbelievably humbling, considering what did Kamala say? Which is, I'm pretty sure, what lost her the vote, is that they have no regrets about what her and Joe Biden did together. She said, we all made those decisions together. Okay. And Trump is so funny, and if there was one thing that I could recognize last time, it was that he was so funny, and that's why he was, like, personable. And people think it's so much deeper than that. Like, you guys need to understand that people couldn't afford food. And if you've been to Canada, you would see, like, I spent $800 per my husband's paycheck on food for a family of 5 on the first week. So please subscribe and like and watch this video and share it with your friends, because then maybe I can get paid, because I'll talk about why I can't work right now, but tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. But yeah, that's what cured me of my Trump derangement syndrome, was looking into, and by the way, he tried to decriminalize homosexuality around the world before in 2019. And Roe v. Wade got turned over to the states. I understand that it really freaks people out, but like, you have to understand that in California, it's why it's important for you to get out and vote at your state level as well. Okay? Because you could just move to California. And I know that the left has been saying that to people, because they said it to me. Okay? So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm about to go work out and do an ice dip. And yeah, follow me on TikTok. My account was officially banned, so she gone. Freedom Pines is gone. How do I feel? The only reason I feel anything about it, because I knew how, like, I was at risk almost every week, guys. I had a warning every week. I do not follow the rules. You guys tell me to shut up, I will yell louder, okay? So I never really, what pisses me off is that I had so many informative videos. So many that will just be gone forever. And I can upload them, but they won't have as many views, which helps them get attractions to make people, help people see them. Because that's the kind of country I live in. I can't believe that I live in a country that actually suppresses my voice. Help, Canadians. Okay, like, please, someone show Candace Owens this. Like, I can't even afford, you guys, I do these videos on TikTok because I can't afford to, like, have the storage to be able to do it any other way. Like, to be able to run a video, like, even run a YouTube, you need Canva. I came in, and typed in Canva, and it was like, we're offering you a free month. I'm like, fuck yeah, I got so much done. Yeah, and I've been trying to figure out how to make videos and be able to stop it because of my speech impediment and all of my disabilities that I have. I have to be able to stop it so I can catch my breath and figure out what I'm going to say next. If you're like, why does she stop the videos all the time? That's why, because I really get overwhelmed and I can talk too much, as you can see right now. But yeah, guys, hope you have a great day today. Yeah, don't forget to do something for yourselves, like dance. Like, I'm gonna go play Just Dance, because there's a study done that says dancing is better than SSRIs and normal exercise combined. I believe it. I'm so much calmer, like I am when I take my SSRIs, like when I am, taking them prescribed. I'm not right now, but how I can tell is my reaction to my kids. Am I yelling or am I calm? Do I just walk up the stairs? Am I irritated? So yeah, do something for yourselves and have a great day, guys.